right, you guys, we are back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuning in to the second race of James Davee versus Chris Byers. I am joined by Kroll Givens in Casa de Martin.
Oh, I like it. I think you just developed a new, you might have found your new calling there, bro.
Oh, I've been working on it for years in the shower.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Lag for break. Tall guy number one. Looks
he's
like
gonna
he's
win
going
the
to take it.
leg.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, tall guy number one, Chris Byers. Tall guy number two, James Davee.
Yep, and Chris is coming off a hot win in that first set. But I think James is gonna be pretty hungry to take him down in this one, so should be a treat for you guys. Be sure to share the stream and tell your friends. And let's get a bunch of people in here to watch this great match.
Let's get ready to play pool. I
Can you
had
do
a
a Bruce Buffer?
Oh yeah,
It's time.
you should hear me full voice. Oh man, I've got that thing down.
Yes.
Sorry guys, I just had a vanilla Coke Zero, so I'm a little hopped up on the no sugar.
Yep. And Chris is gonna squat that cue ball in the center of the table. The one is gonna dress up nicely. 3 ball is looking a little bit questionable, but if it does go by that 5, I think he's off to the races here.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can.
Cool.
I don't know.
We might even have a little third commentator here. Stevie. All right, so early miss there from Chris.
So what'd you guys think of that first set? Those of you guys that tuned in, how'd you think it went?
Yeah, and what are your predictions for this one? We would love to hear them, so let us know.
We have Cole properly strapped to his seat. He is going nowhere.
Nope.
And fast. There we go. See, now I got all my stuff working.
All right, looks like James has a couple different options here, but I kind of like him skimming off this 3 ball. He might be able to play it in the side off the 5, but looks like that's what he's doing. Oh, he didn't even need to play it off the 5. Okay.
Yeah,
Not going to be too happy with that, though.
I think he was hoping to come a little bit further center table, but I mean, God,
Yeah.
there's a lot of distance between that cue ball and that 5 ball.
If he would have hit the bottom rail rather than the side rail first, he would have been down there by the 5 or by the other side of the table. So he's kicking. Has a good chance to make this in the side. Great shot. Great attempt.
Looks like that is going to put Chris close to the rail. Looks like he does have a shot.
Yeah, these shots are tough, though. You probably know more than anyone. How did these shots play in your side pockets?
They actually, the side pockets accept this type of a shot pretty clean.
Okay.
I mean, if it's me shooting on this table,
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to. He's going to play forward. It looks like, but I'm actually just trying to pinch that. Oh, jeez!
Wow, what a shot.
Wow, the vision
Why-
out of that guy.
Yeah, why play it in the side when you can do that?
Yeah, I mean,
No, it was the right shot because it had natural shade for the 7. So
yeah, and then you just
1, 2, 3, and he's going to be on the board.
poke it in the side. You got pluses and minuses down here now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't.
Don't
be
get too
hit-
overzealous
I
there.
shouldn't be hitting anything until.
Nothing's down. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Premature escorrelation
Yeah,
is what
that's what I did.
is what he was trying to do over here. All right, so just to recap what we're doing here, we've got a race to 21. This is the second set from Chris Byers and James Davee today. It is a 9-ball, 10-ball rules format, so they will be call pocket.
Yep.
Rack your own is fine, and they are using a magic rack. What else? Anything else I forgot?
I think that's pretty much it. There's a good chunk of change in the middle, so some money on the line.
Couple pennies,
Yeah,
shiny ones.
shiny ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, and share the stream if you can. Get some more people in here, and let's have some fun with this.
Well, I haven't shared it yet. Been so busy setting it up. Look at me.
I do not blame you.
Well, there we go. Looks like we made 2 balls on the break there.
Yep. Got a little rail first shot here on this one ball, and all you got to do is make it because 3's right there. Nice shot. You can play the 4 in the same pocket that he played that one ball. And then this rack is opened up pretty good. So do you think that Chris is going to kind of follow the same pattern as that last set and go up 4-0 in this first one, Josh?
Well, I definitely think he has the capability of doing that. He definitely came out really strong, and that's something that he is really focused on is getting that, not only that first win, but those first couple knocked out of the way.
Yeah.
Kind of takes the pressure off a little bit. But he's really focused. I mean, we talked to him in between sets, and he's really trying to keep his head into it, and he did a really good job that first set. So
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit too far on that one. So he's going to choose to bank it and then play shave for the 5 in the side.
Does that also give you like a little bit of a safe shot?
Yeah, there's a potential it might bank short and then come up towards the side. He ended up banking it a bit long, and he's going to leave it. So that's the kind of opportunity James is looking for. Nice easy shot to get going. Not many balls on the table. Definitely doesn't want to get straight and on the rail on this shot, just based on where the 7 is. So looks like he's got a touch of angle, but this is going to be a pretty touchy shot either way. I think he can just kind of force follow it up with a touch of right, though.
Right, yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, even if you get it right to the center of the table, it's not a bad thing. He did have that little bit of right to bring him back towards that 7 ball. But this plays, just a little right. He's going to play back and forth.
Yeah, or he might come below the 8. I think you're right, though. He'll just play.
Yeah, because staying up on top keeps the cue ball on the right side.
Exactly.
The correct side.
Yep.
And then once you play that 9, you can even come off the end rail and then back up. Just so you can play with a little bit of pace.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's perfect. Looks like we're going to have a tie ball game right off the bat. All right, 1-1.
1-1. So to answer your question from 48 seconds ago, no, I don't think Chris is going to go up 4-0 this set.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah,
All right, fine. What's going on with the? Oh, sorry guys. The stream the. Looks like we have to drag it down every time we update the score. So.
Yeah, it's not like the other one.
Yeah.
We're trying stuff out. We're seeing how it goes.
Yeah. Solid break there. 1 Ball is not going to dress up nicely, though. So a smart push out from James there. He's going to tie up the 2 ball. And for any of you players watching right now, this is a really smart thing to do. Whenever you're pushing out, you want to generally tie up a ball, make it so if your opponent does come with a great shot, they're not going to, odds are they're not going to run out on you.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a couple of those.
From time to time. Nice shot there from Chris. So even if he does give up ball in hand here, James, by doing what he did, tying up that 2, he's almost guaranteeing he's going to get at least one more opportunity at the table. He hit it good.
He hit it, but
he hit it well, I should say.
Break him out here, Cole?
Yeah, I mean, I think...
little top right, maybe it?
Yeah, I think it's laying good to do that.
About 1 o'clock?
Yep.
Yeah, I like doing that shot because you run into those balls. Your 3's sitting for the cut in the upper left.
Yeah.
Or actually, in this view, the lower left.
I think that might be the 5, is it? Or is it the 3? Oh, he's playing a smart shot here. He's gonna glue him behind this 6 ball.
Oh, and play the 3 rails back.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. See, I can count.
Perfect. And that cue ball barely moved an inch. Didn't.
He did something there that I don't think a lot of people think about too. So he played it safe, but he left the object ball kind of in the middle of the table, and it's beneficial at times to do that because it's harder to kick at a ball in the center of the table than it is
Absolutely.
kicking a ball, towards a rail. So
that's a great point.
That's something to think about too, when you are playing that shot, because I think a lot of people would have played that and tried to get the 2 on the rail. Well, it's easier to kick up the rail. You've got a system for that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, he's just going to get a little straight here, but he'll be okay. He can draw this back. That was a very cleanly struck ball.
It's that center of the barrel shot.
Yep.
Well, I don't need a crystal ball, but
yeah,
kind of feeling like I'm predicting the future here.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking he's going to stroke the 7 in, and then now he's going to stroke the 9 in.
And then we might even update the score to be 2-1.
2-1. Chris Byers.
Okay, yeah. I like it.
Hey, look at that.
And watch him miss it right there. All right.
That was get out there by Big Smooth.
Yep, Big Smooth as Kyle was saying in the chat. Well, Chris is racking here. If you guys want to go ahead and share the stream, get those big boy numbers up again.
Yeah, where are we at now?
74.
74?
I know. What is this?
That is half.
What is this garbage? King of the trees. And yeah, be sure to like the page, Big O Box page, and if you guys are enjoying the content, definitely feel free to leave a donation at PayPal Carissa at bigobox.com or Venmo BigObox space TV. It's much appreciated. A lot goes into this, and yeah, it just helps out to keep these kind of things going. So
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to everybody who actually contributed during the first set. We actually had a lot of people that had reached out
that's awesome.
and had made donations. So I want to thank you guys very much for that. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that's greatly appreciated, guys.
Well, I guess the choice is it's do you watch this stream or do you watch the UFC match?
Yeah, I guess, or why not both?
Well, my attention can only be on one at a time, Cole.
I know, you're right.
And I am much more of a pool guy, so
I
I'm
am
definitely
too.
seeing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
good shot, James.
another kind of ball that Chris lays up in the pocket and gives James a great opportunity to get back to even. So he's just going to bounce off the rail here. Not much to do with the 4. The 4 to the 6 is really the only struggle.
Yeah, if he gets straight on the 4, he just draws back.
Yeah, the only thing he doesn't want to do is to be on the left side of the 4 too much as we're looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's looking at where he wants to get. Very nice shot.
Yeah, there he goes. Actually, he might have enough angle just to draw straight back between the 6 and the 7.
Yeah, absolutely. Or it might be just back to where his hand is about.
He's going off the rail. It's straighter than I thought then.
Yeah, and it's good to use the rail in that situation. You can kind of hit it a little harder.
Control the cue ball a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll just follow 2 rails here for the side. Or just 1 for the corner, I mean.
Yeah, the corner.
Either way. Better not to do too much with the cue ball if you can avoid it, but
I wonder, though, if he's going to choose to play in the corner because he had some trouble playing the long shot on the side rail.
yeah. I would probably play it 2 rails, 2-3 rails for the side just because it's kind of guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Can't really go wrong, but
See, in that first set, I think he would have just laid it up
yeah.
and tried to play it down in the corner.
Yeah, so it's those little decisions that definitely make a difference.
But that's what we were saying earlier is that that's what makes guys who are at 700 level play better and win more is
Yeah.
they're able to adjust.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, and it's kind of the difference between 700 players and like 800 players is, guys like this, guys like Chris and James, they're going to run out just as good as a lot of those guys, as I say that. But it really comes down to the decision making on a lot of the position routes and stuff.
right?
That those 800 Fargo players, they're going to play it almost identical almost every single time,
Mhm.
That was kind of definitely an unforced error from James, but didn't leave it easy for Chris either.
Just cuts it into that lower right.
Yeah, he hasn't missed one of these cuts thus far.
And still hasn't missed.
Yeah, let's go ahead and tally that up for Chris.
Nice job, Mr. Byers.
Yep, well done. So where do you think James or Chris would kind of start to break down, like after 3 or 4 of these sets, or what do you think their limit is right now? I mean, or not even them, but like as a player, how far can you go before you kind of lose that mental focus?
Well, I know James has been playing a lot. Even during quarantine a little bit, he says he's been playing, hours a day, and that helps train and condition your body for these long matches. But after, so I played about a 3-hour match for a week straight,
Yeah,
and I ended up playing like 4 hours on Thursday, and towards the end of that match, I could definitely feel my back starting to, get tired,
absolutely.
and it makes pocketing balls that much more difficult. And in a game that requires as much skill as this, that's where you start to break down. So, they played, what was it, 37 games the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You may start to see some guys either take their time a little bit more because they understand their body's starting to tire.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I've got one of these feelings. You just get those feelings, and
Yeah.
but I bet when we start getting into the teens of this match, it's going to become brutal.
Yeah.
It's
No,
going to
I
become
can I
brutal.
can definitely see that. I mean, yeah, and a lot of the race to hundreds that you're seeing on these big matches, they're taking these breaks after however many matches or however many games to kind of give themselves a chance to decompress. But I mean, that's part of the game. You gotta pace yourself, and you don't want to put too much effort into the first half of the set.
Yeah, and that's why you know getting position actually helps with your fitness
Mm-hmm.
playing pool, because instead of taking these long shots that require a big stroke or this or that, if you can move the cue ball where you need to move it, you're going to be taking an easier shot, which is going to allow you to
Yeah,
conserve some of that energy for your, the duration of the set.
definitely. Shot. Everything's laying pretty great
Yeah,
here.
he's not trying to do too much. He's trying to pocket the ball, leave himself a good look at the next one. He's not swinging around, just
Mm.
really smooth.
Yep.
Hit it.
Yeah, he's okay. Got a little bit funny here. Ideally, he would have been on the left side, so he could have just came over two rails, but that works. All right, for those of you tuning in, see a lot of new people coming into the stream. Appreciate it. This is the second set, race to 21, as you can see, and Chris won that first set, so it's kind of on James to fire back now.
Chris is going to do everything in his power to not let that happen.
Yeah. Finding out exactly where he wants to be. Beautiful.
Great shot.
Yeah, and Chris is the kind of player where when he kind of gets on this momentum, this roll, and he's not really spending too much time, he's a pretty scary player to play. It just doesn't seem like he's gonna give you much air at that point.
And this is pretty quick. We're at 4-1 right now. And I feel like we just started talking.
Yeah.
This one definitely feels like it's going quicker than the first one.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I wonder if they shook some of the nerves off.
Yeah, I think so. That first part of the first set, you're kind of getting used to the table, shaking off those jitters, and then now they're kind of acclimated. So
There we are.
yeah, he's really controlling that cue ball pretty well in the middle of the table there.
Yeah, and he's been getting good looks off the break at that one.
Yeah.
And you notice, when both of these guys break, they break pretty consistently, and you get obviously little variations because everything affects where the balls lie after a break. You can't determine where everything's going to go, but they're breaking consistently enough that gives them the opportunity to do something like this. If
Mm-hmm.
you look at this table, there's not a whole lot. Um, there's no issues. Everything's got a pocket. It's close to rails or pockets. That 7-4 ball are the only issues, but he's
Yeah.
gonna make short work of these.
Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of a dream layout. If you could have this layout every time, I think you'd probably wager quite a few dollars on yourself. he'll just go side, 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 and then pop that 9 ball in. Might choose to swing around here. No, he's not.
Yeah, he's just
Keep
staying
it
cool.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's even follow here a little bit. Is he gonna go off the no? He's just gonna leave it. Yeah, and it just plays natural English.
Yeah.
Two off the bottom rail.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Yeah.
to do too much. Nice out, Chris. And that's going to put him up 5-1 if he can pocket this 9, which isn't too tall of an order.
I was really excited here a minute ago. I was looking at the console here. I keep seeing this replay button. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hit that replay button. I'm gonna use it.
And did you?
No, there's nothing to replay. They've been getting perfect position. Like, you know,
that's a good point.
it's not. Look at this 90-degree cut he made, or look at this jump kick that he pocketed 4 rails off the 9.
All right. Well, next stop shot he has to get on the 9, we'll do it. And you'll do some good old UFC commentary on it.
Oh man.
Yeah. You guys are having a great Saturday night. Watching some great pool. Leading up into hopefully a great Mother's Day tomorrow. You guys have any plans, Josh?
I have secret plans.
Yeah,
I have
was
secret
gonna say,
plans.
maybe I shouldn't
No, that's
have you divulge.
I always try to do something special. My
Yeah.
wife. It's funny, after we had our kids, like, I had a completely different view of her. And so Mother's Day is super special.
Yeah.
But I like to do, like, just surprise things and just make her feel good, because she
like
puts
that.
in a lot of effort to our family, and she's got our kids upstairs right now, corralled in our bedroom,
Yeah.
watching some YouTube family blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and so
that's dedication right
Yeah.
there.
But happy Mother's Day to the rest of you mothers out there watching the stream. We appreciate it. I don't think any of us would be here without you. So
I don't think so.
Yeah. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, you're a good guy for acknowledging that.
I've been called worse.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of a shank from Chris.
I'm not going to replay that one.
No.
No, that's not the
Although
one.
it didn't, miss by too much. It did rattle the pocket, so just kind of got spit out a little bit. And James just has to kind of pinch this one in the side, play for the 4 on the other side, I think, and then 5 in the side he's playing the 3 in. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he just follows forward here a little bit.
I think he might just stun over. Oh, he's going.
Oh.
See, that's a stroke right there. That might be the replay shot.
Nope, can't
never
even
mind.
use it. Oh, man.
Oh, we got you guys all psyched up for it.
I know. Quick, jump over to Facebook. I think the delay
Yeah.
just gave you the replay.
I did, yeah. Okay. I like what I'm seeing from James here. He's down 5-1, but he's playing like it's 0-0.
Yeah, I think that shot on the 4, or the 3 to get to the 4 was more about him just stroking the ball,
Yeah.
with pace, like we talked about earlier. He knows how to get there. He just needed to follow through and put the ball down.
Absolutely.
Helps him build a little bit of confidence, and he's just got a couple more balls to put in. Draws within 3 games.
Speaking of drawing the ball, just going to draw it down the rail a little bit. Not the best shot to be shooting, but
Like another 2 inches though, and that would have been fine because you can like stroke through the pocket, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It just makes it more of a comfortable shot. Shooting over the rail like this on the money ball, can be a little nerve-wracking, but I'm sure James will, yeah, just drills it.
Drills it in, no problem.
I'd like to say hi to Ira. She said hi to
Hi,
Cole and
Ira.
Josh.
How you doing? We miss you.
Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, what the heck?
I mean, there's wine upstairs. Come over and drink some wine. And bean dip.
Oh, man. The legendary bean dip. Chris was
Oh.
getting text messages about it, and
Oh man.
I think that will be the new meme.
I think yeah. Just start calling him bean dip.
Yeah.
What's up, bean dip?
Do you have any favorite food items that you've found yourself eating during this quarantine?
Anything with sugar or carbs has been awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, it's been really tough because
Yeah.
my wife and I, we always feel like we're off our schedule. Like she's working out and eating well, and I'm, eating a tub full of ice cream, and
Yeah.
or vice versa. And we were both actually doing really well. I dropped, I was like 25 or 30 pounds since the beginning of the year.
Nice.
She was feeling good, and then, the whole quarantine thing hit, and, I gained, I won't say most of it, but most of it back.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's hard. It's like kind of the more sedentary lifestyle that we're all going through right now.
Yeah. But, yeah, chips and salsa, I guess, to answer your question.
I like that.
Queso. Chipotle has a phenomenal white queso, the queso
Oh,
blanco
man.
right now. Oh, man. It's so good.
I gotta investigate that.
Oh, man, their chips are really good, too.
Are they? Yeah, I'm kind of on the ghost pepper chip binge.
Have
The
you tried
Pocky.
the Pocky ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so next time you go to the store, you have to pass the Pocky chips, and you
Okay.
have to find Feast and Fury.
Okay.
Okay, Fred Meyer's got them. I swear. I don't know if you know. I love eating hot peppers.
Oh, do you?
And Pocky has the one chip challenge, the
Yep.
Carolina Reaper chip. Have you had
I
one?
haven't had it, no.
Okay, so it's definitely the hottest chip I've ever had.
You had it?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I have the box to prove it.
Oh my gosh.
The open bag.
Yeah.
It's like $5 a chip. Like those things are crazy. But Feast and Fury makes a ghost pepper chip, and they don't just drop a piece of a little bit of capsaicin in their dip. They use like the powder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's really those are some good chips.
Are they They're pretty spicy.
They're pretty spicy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife can't even go near them.
Yeah.
My daughter smelled them and looked at me like I just kicked her puppy.
Meanwhile, Chris made a great shot on the 2 to get on this on the 3 and then now to the 5, so he's kind of off and rolling now. Clip this 6 on the side and little touch it inside, come off the end rail and up, I think.
I must be getting old. I looked at that 8 and for some odd reason I thought it was the 4, and I was like, oh no.
He might actually draw this over. Just depends on how he's feeling.
Right. Yeah. That's a great shot. He's definitely in the zone right now.
He is, yeah. He's not making too many errors. I mean, just that one miss on the 2 in the last game, but other than that, he's playing great. I mean, both these guys are. Really got to give them a lot of props for coming out here and playing and showing a ton of heart.
Yeah, it's definitely. You can definitely tell that they're playing clean pool right now.
Yeah. You'll love to see it.
Update the score there. 6-2.
6-2.
Chris over James.
You'll love to see it, just like you love to see everybody sharing the stream and liking the post, following Big
You're so
Box.
good at that. It's like I keep forgetting to talk about it. You're like, hey, I'm gonna remind everybody. Go ahead and.
Just a little transition, dude.
Oh man, you're a hoot.
I am, from time to time. I don't think there's very few people that have seen my super goofy and weird side, but we're barely scratching the surface here, so you guys are lucky.
I remember one time we're at Chinook Winds and you, Kelsey, Chris Dewey, and I are sitting down in the food court or whatever you have, the deli,
Uh-huh.
and we're silent for like 30 seconds, and then all of a sudden you look over at Chris and I, and you just say, "You know how weird it would be if you just woke up one day and like spoke backwards English?"
I don't doubt that I said that.
It was such a tension breaker, and it was like we
Yeah.
were tired or something, and it just cracked me up, and it's that's the side of Cole I get to see it. I love. I think
Yeah.
it's you're a hoot, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I think Kelsey gets a little bit sick of it from time to time. I'm
Oh my,
always saying stuff like that, but
yeah. Don't ask Laura about me.
yeah,
Oh man,
great shot. I think he
nice
can
shot.
see it.
Oh,
You can just kind of slow spin this in, play it for the same corner, or he can try to come and play the 3-8 combo. I mean, I kind of like to try to spin above it.
yeah. I was gonna say he's feeling really good right now, so I have a feeling he's gonna pull something out. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, he might do something crazy like load it up with right English, come behind the 6-9,
Yep.
pack down underneath it.
He
Like,
could. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some options, but I like how he's taking his time here. He knows it's an important shot.
yeah,
He's
oh,
got
he's
a
gonna go.
comfortable lead, but you want to be. No, that's not quite. I respect the decision to play safe there, but he did kind of rush it right when he made that decision. So
Yeah, it's almost like he changed direction.
yeah, James is gonna have a pretty difficult shot here, jacked up over the 5, but he's got to be happy to have a shot at the table right now.
Yeah, I think Dez is right. We all do go a little crazy at Chinook wins.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's you know, no windows. You don't know what the heck time it is.
I know.
They close the main room. You go over to the green room, and just next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. You're like, oh crap, I got a match at 9.
Yeah, gambling, alcohol, and pool, all in one place. All right, James has either a bank here on the 3, which, is going to guarantee him shape for the 5, or he can,
Power cut it.
yeah, choose to play it in that bottom right corner. The only thing about playing it here is,
I played safe. That was a smart decision.
yeah, that was. Now Chris has a good little thin off the left side of it as he's looking. Come 2 rails and try to come behind the 5. Unless he's feeling super feisty and he wants to try to cut this in, which I've seen him do it many a time.
Yeah, I think he plays safe right here. Yeah. Oh, look at this. This is gonna snuggle up. Oh
Little
man,
little tripod there.
get your snuggies.
Yeah. And I believe James is going to just try to nick this with a lot of spin and go below the 9. If he can. If he can.
Yeah, he's definitely looking at it. Hey, we've got a Laura watching the stream.
Oh, that's funny. She has the same last name as you. That's
Yeah,
a weird coincidence.
I wonder if we're related.
Yeah. I hope not.
Oh, trust me, so do I. I hope not.
Oh, okay. That was not intending to hit the point, but it actually didn't turn out too bad.
No, because that 5-ball covering up 3 puts it in a really.
Yeah, this combo is definitely on. It's just about controlling that 3 ball.
You think he actually shoots a combo here?
I I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think either that or he plays a little nifty safety here, just slow kicks it.
That's what I was thinking. Kick off of it right behind the
Yeah,
5.
that's a great shot.
Yeah.
Great shot
See if he
there.
got him. Yeah, it looks like he got him too. Nice shot, Chris. Oh, Laura, I know you got more in you than just an emoji. Come on. Say something funny.
All right.
James looking a little frustrated with that one.
Yeah, it's understandable, but I know James is never the type to give up or anything, so he's probably just a little upset with how things are going right now, but guarantee you he's going to fight back.
Oh yeah, I bet he gets an open shot at the table and he runs a rack or two
Yeah. Or 7.
or 7.
Nice shot there from Chris. Pretty much perfect.
Yeah, because shoot that with a little bottom right. And what a lot of people see, he didn't have to hit that very hard. It's the
No.
spin that carried it back.
Exactly.
You
People
know.
try to draw that back, and
Right.
you actually need the spin to manipulate the angle there. So, yeah, Chris is looking pretty sporty right now. What do you think?
Yeah, 8-ball goes right in the side. He's just gonna play it so the cue ball comes off the rail, so he doesn't have to shoot off the rail. Just like that.
Alrighty. Laying it down, 7-2.
Well, there's a guy that said, "What's up?" Get it, Chris Byers on the stream, but I am dedicated to not saying his name
Oh man,
one time tonight.
you can't do
It's
it.
not gonna happen. I will say his daughter's name, 'cause his daughter is a champion.
Yeah.
Her name is Emma, and
Oh,
she
okay.
is awesome.
Is she?
Oh man, she picks all the numbers. She stays up late to watch. She's phenomenal.
His name is made of letters somewhere within the alphabet. So
Correct.
just say that.
Yeah. I won't say his. Nope, not gonna say it. And don't beg. Makes you look weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chris to break, 7-2.
See how he
See if
controls the
can-
cue ball.
Yep. And
Lost it a little bit. I think he's
but
okay.
he's gonna have a shot on the 1, and the 2's dressing up nicely. I mean, this is kind of a dream setup again. He's really been getting a good spread, which it's kind of the score line definitely indicates that a little
Yeah, I
bit.
feel like he's definitely breaking really well this set. So it's either figured it out in the first set, or I know I messed with the temperature a little bit. He took his sweatshirt off.
Yep.
Maybe he's just getting more comfortable.
Yeah, I think so. What'd you set it at? 68.2 or?
Yeah, I was telling these guys earlier that my thermostat's one of those that if I set it at 70, it's too cold, and if I set it at 72, it's too hot, and 71 doesn't feel like anything. So
Yeah.
it's at 71.
Nice. All right. Well, he's gonna be known as Chris 71 Byers after this.
I don't know. I like bean dip.
Yeah. All right. The 4 looks like it's a little snug, but if he's not comfortable, he can swing down for the 4 in the opposite corner. But I think that he's okay.
Yeah, he just played right off the rail back for it. And he left himself an angle to get shape back on the 6.
Yeah. Yeah, and when a guy's playing like this and the layouts are looking like this, there's not really much to talk about, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
just let him do his thing. He's kind of in the zone right now.
Yep. Just draw back out to get past middle table and just past or right at middle table. What do I know?
You know a thing or two. I'll vouch for you.
Oh, thanks, Cole.
Just a little high left. And you can tell when somebody's kind of playing the way that Chris is, they're feeling confident. They're not really going to try to get too close to the 9. He's just like getting on that line that he wants to get on, and he knows he's going to bury this shot.
but I also like that he took his time. He didn't just one stroke it.
Yeah.
He knew exactly where he was and where he wanted to be, but he still didn't one stroke it. He took his time and put it down.
I'd say that's what, the fourth break and run this set from Chris?
Gosh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. So,
Wow. I mean, like I said, clean pull.
yeah.
I don't know what he figured out, but he figured something out.
Yeah, let's see if he can replicate that break again. Kind of lost it a little to the right last time.
Yeah, and see now he went left because he's adjusting.
Yep.
He noticed that off that last break.
Yeah, and look at this.
Pockets.
Are you kidding me?
Pockets the 1 ball straight in for the 2 ball. 3 ball plays to the 4. Oh man, from the 4 to the 5 is the hardest shot you have on the table.
Mm-hmm. I mean, still has work to do, but you're definitely going to be feeling pretty good if this is the layout you're looking at every time. So this is all about just maintaining your focus. Don't start missing easy shots, you know. There's a tendency to lose focus when you're kind of on a roll. And if you can just keep that focused, he should be good. A little bit funny. I think he can just draw straight back to miss the 5, but he wanted more angle for sure.
Yeah, this is going to be a real smooth stroke. Look at that.
That's a pretty nice one.
Stroke of confidence.
He'll follow forward 2 rails here. Kind of almost like a stun with left to get a little more angle out of it.
So Mr. Stubenberg said Cosmo, as the old timers call it. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm. Like it's a Cosmo, like it's a hanger out. Oh no. So, as we were just saying, you know, it's like sometimes those really simple outs. I mean, that would have put him up 9-2, and with a winner break format, that's kind of where the set starts to get away from James. But he didn't quite bear down as much as he should have, and now James has an opportunity. So,
Oh, he's been sitting for a while now.
yeah,
So he's coming up, and he's probably trying not to let it get into his head.
mm-hmm.
You know, oh, I don't need to think about it. I know how to pocket it. I just got to put it in the hole.
Yeah.
And the problem with that mentality is, as you just saw, he got up, he stroked it a couple times and shot it, and he should have taken a little bit more time.
And that's where the technique that Steve was talking about earlier, where you're walking around the table, look at where you want to be, you know, that really benefits you in that position where, you know, you really have to get out there and going and seeing where you want to get on the 7. That's going to increase your chances for sure. But Chris is going to dog it right back. So it's not the first time this has happened when these guys have been playing. But it's okay. I think make it a little more interesting, right?
Yeah, I think we're doing good. I bet you James settles down here for the next couple racks, and I bet he strings a couple together. He fired that ball in.
Yep.
He wanted that game. All right, so 8-3, Chris over James. Race to 21 with a winner break 10 ball rules 9 ball.
Yeah, I like that game. I think 9 ball should be like that all the time, but you know, I think slop can sometimes keep people excited.
Yeah, you know, I don't know who mentioned it. Somebody mentioned it earlier that you don't get a lot of slop really with a player that's, the 703 like James is or a 706 like Chris is. You
Yeah.
know, it doesn't happen very often anyway.
Yeah, but boy, when it does, doesn't it sting?
Oh man.
When they're already running out, 4 or 5 pack on you, and then they slop in a ball to keep on going. It's
Yep.
pretty heartbreaking.
Or even worse, you've been fighting tooth and nail to get a shot, and you finally do, and you have to play a defense,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you stick the defense, and then they,
Yeah.
kick out of it accidentally.
Yep. Kick Karam the 9 in on you.
Ugh,
It happens.
that's a killer, especially in a shorter race.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's not going to punish them as much in this kind of long race, but that was a nice confident bank from James.
Yeah, I bet he gets out this rack.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and it's not because of the Cosmo layout that we got. It's more of the it's the fact that he knows he needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the way he's kind of approaching the tables with a little more determination.
Right. Yeah, he put that 9 ball down on the last rack with some force.
Yeah.
And then he came up and he drilled that bank right off the.
Yep. Gonna fall forward 2 rails here, come out. And he can just kind of draw into the center for the 6.
Yep.
Or you can just bounce out.
Almost got behind that 7 too. He almost lost his cue ball.
Yeah, it's a game of inches.
You a golfer, Chris? Or Cole? I'm sitting here looking at Chris. You a golfer, Cole?
I have golfed, but not many times. My dad was an avid golfer, so kind of like just enjoy the game, but haven't played a lot. Watch it a lot though.
I hear it's. Someone said the other day that it's very similar to pool. They said pool's like golf except without all the walking.
Yeah.
And the way I'm looking at it, like pool's hard enough to learn. I don't need 2 things.
No. Yeah, pool is difficult, but I've heard that golf is like on another level because, there's all the same factors like spin and speed and stuff like that, and then you add in wind and rain and,
Sure.
the hole's a lot smaller from, as far as compared to the playing surface.
Yeah, see, just like you
Shot.
thought, Chris just didn't get to the table. He's not going to.
Yeah.
I bet he strings at least another game or 2 here.
Yeah. No, it worked.
I don't know if I heard it in that. Did you hear it in the headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how when Steve does that, he looks pleased as punch. He's
Yeah.
up there like, check
He's
this
like,
out.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, let's hear this one.
Oh, see, that one I felt like went through the.
That did.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, can you guys hear that that noise?
That explains my commentating right there on one sound.
Well, I feel like that's gonna be our shot the next time somebody dogs a 9 ball, or that's our sound. Yeah, we'll
Jeff
what that one
Coates,
does.
I am going to respond that first sarcastically. They're playing for money, and then second, they are playing this set for 1,000.
Yeah, not including all the money on the side.
That's
all right.
bonus.
James with definitely a good opportunity here. Looks like he might want to try to play this 3 in the same corner or the corner by the 7, kind of playing a 2-rail line. So he's going to try to bounce off the rail right below the 4 ball. He's kind of second guessing it now. Just
Steve
making
Toon,
sure.
the +1 on the Chris side, he won the first set. Oh, that was a good shot.
That works. Chose to check it with a little inside. Nice shot. This is all about just pocketing this 3 ball, and you're going to run into that 6 and hold for position on the 4. So just keep steady, stay down. Great shot. Well, that 6 ball that Chris missed to go up 9-2 is definitely looking a little bit, worse at this point.
It's big,
Yeah,
and you never know when something like that's going to strike, and that's why you have to make sure that each ball, it has that much importance.
yeah,
And
definitely.
9-2 is a much different score than 8-5.
Yeah,
And I knew. See, I called this a couple racks ago that James is going to get to the table and he's going to put a couple games together, and it has nothing to do, with Chris. It was all about James's mentality, and he knew that he needed to get those games strung together.
yeah, absolutely.
And so, I mean, he came out. He was firing the last rack, and he just broke and ran this rack.
Well, came a little bit feisty on that 9. So this is I think James is going to go back and watch this match or these 2 sets, and he's going to see 4 or 5 different instances where he's kind of overran his position on the 9 ball and come down below. And I'm not saying that James typically does that, but he might kind of learn something from that as far as how he's playing at this very moment. I'm sure he's already aware of it, but it's like he's going to try to skim this into the side.
Oh.
Good try. Well, he left Chris a long, tough shot.
So let's see if Chris makes up for that missed 6 ball a few racks ago.
Yeah.
This'll make him feel a lot better though if he can drill this. Oh,
That's pretty beautiful shot. I think I just got a little tingly there, Josh.
I'm not even entirely sure how to respond to that, Cole. I mean, stay your 6 feet away from me. Jeez.
I'm about 10
God.
feet away right now.
Getting all tingly over here.
For those of you who don't know, Chris actually just got LASIK surgery about 5 months ago, and I mean, before that, I don't think he could really read a sign that was 10 feet ahead of him. So
Yeah,
I think that helped a lot.
I would agree.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Laura and I.
Did you update the score there?
No,
champ?
it's your thing, man.
All right.
You know the whole time I've added like 1.
Right.
Ooh, nipple. Okay.
Okay.
No, Laura and I got LASIK a couple years ago, and I can't tell you. I mean, I wish I would have got it sooner.
Yeah, life changer.
Yeah, total game changer.
You're like, oh, there's actually individual blades of grass.
There are edges of pool balls,
Yeah.
not ghost edges.
Yeah, it's not just a blur.
Yeah, those are individual leaves.
Yeah.
This is not painted green.
So, Chris has executed a pretty good break there. Only trouble is getting on that 3 ball to start. So, what do you see here?
Well, I think he is going to come between the 6 and the 8 after the 1, and then play for the 3 in the side. Right, just like that.
That's not bad. But does it go by the 5? Oh, it
No,
goes by the
I
goes
think
by the
it's
7 inside, huh?
yeah. I think he's gonna cut it in the side.
Yeah.
He might hit this um, pretty hard to come all the way around the table, back to that same side. Oh,
Gonna
he's
smooth it, and is he gonna get away with it? I do not think so.
no, no, that's open. Let's go over here.
All right.
And James is really gonna look to make up for that missed 9 ball.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty. Instead of 8-6, it's gonna be 9-5, but he's gonna have momentum if he gets out here.
You ever find yourself when you're commentating just getting lost in actually just watching the game?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're like,
I was,
oh, I'm doing something here.
I was just noting, yeah, like, oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be talking.
Yeah, that's a great thing about pool. You can kind of just zone out sometimes. Good shot there, but is he too straight to follow down?
He punches. I think he might have just enough angle. No, yeah, he's got a little bit of an angle, so I think he'll come off the rail
Yeah,
and back.
he might draw back, draw out and back.
You're right.
Nice
That's a good
shot.
stroke shot.
Beautiful shot.
And Mr. Davee drills that 9 ball to bring it 9-5.
Well, in the last set, he was never ahead and kind of always clawing back, and same story in this set, so it's got to be taking a toll on him a little bit mentally. What do you think?
No, I would definitely agree with that. I talked to him between the match too, and he said that. He said, Chris got up a couple, and I just felt like I had to get there. Then I brought it even. Then I, let off a little bit, or I dogged the ball, and then Chris got up again, and I kept having to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's in his head, And then unfortunately, it's the same story for him so far in this set, and I think he's going to do everything in his power, obviously, to change that. I think you'll see him come out swinging this set. He's going to try to get this to 9-6.
Great break.
Yeah.
And I do want to say that your James Davee impersonation is on point.
Worked on it real hard
Yeah.
for the past 5 minutes in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could definitely visualize his face in,
Yeah, in
place
fact,
of yours.
if I don't tell people that I'm Josh Martin on the stream, they might not even know. They might think James is actually talking right now.
Yeah.
How is he talking and playing? How does that even work?
He's a magician. Just a nice little opening shot here he's got the 5 there if he wants to play the combo, 3-5 combo. Or just do what he just did.
Kick it out. And ended up getting a good look at it. And
he ended up okay. I mean, he's running into that 8 for sure, but the good news is he just has to make the 4 after this and should have a shot on the 5.
So knowing you're going to hit the 8, how do you compensate for that?
You just try to catch it thin with the inside, so it's going to come. And he missed it.
Yeah, I think he undercut the ball, so it shot the cue ball off.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big opportunity for Chris to double up the score here.
That was a nice little shot. Didn't want to really navigate those balls by playing the combo, so.
He comes around the 8. Oh, between the 8 and the 9.
Yeah, he's looking good here. Ooh,
Just gotta wipe its feet.
yeah. It's the polite thing to do before you
Yeah.
come inside.
Yeah. I mean, he's from Portland.
Yeah,
It rains here.
that one's wiping too.
Hey, we don't discriminate.
No.
Balls are balls, man.
Yeah, so this could be a little bit touchy. I don't know if he wants to kind of swing side rail, bottom rail, side rail to come up to the middle of the table here, like a little three rail position, or if he can play this with a touch of inside and go in between the rail and the 9 ball. So just didn't hit it quite hard enough. He's gonna just get down and bank this in.
Bank
Doesn't
it,
seem
yeah.
like he's gonna take too much time. Bank's open. Wide open.
Wide open.
10-5.
I don't have any short ones. Just this one.
I can sit on that. I can sit on that seat. Yeah, here. No. All right, we're gonna get a little guest commentator, third commentator in here. The
He
one and
better,
only.
he better get on here and talk.
One and only.
I mean, geez, I'm not paying him to look pretty.
I didn't know you were paying.
I'm not paying. I clearly stated that. I said I am not paying you to look pretty. Well, hi, Steve.
That's Steve's alter ego right there. All right, 10-5, Chris to break. What do you think, Steve, of this set so far?
Well, I went out and had dinner for the first part. I come back and Chris had a pretty good lead, up 5-1 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of been a little more of the same. James clawing back, and then maybe a crucial miss, and then Chris missing back, and James kind of going on a little run. So these guys are both playing great, though, and showing a ton of heart. It's good to see.
They better have a ton of heart. They're huge individuals.
Yeah.
It's like, if they had a normal-sized person heart, I don't know if they could last
No.
21 games.
No, I don't think so. They'd probably do the leg and say, I'm done.
I'm done. I gotta take a nap.
Nice shot. Little bit touchy here. I don't know if he can avoid the side pocket here, just a little bit above it.
Yeah, just play a little top. He's got it. Yeah, there you go.
Use the point.
That's precision. when you're making that shot and attempting to use the point to get position for your next ball, you know Chris is feeling real good. All right, couple quick balls left, and it's up 6 games. And there she be. All right, hey Cole, do that thing you do.
What thing?
You know, hey everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in. We just passed the 100 viewer mark on Facebook, and I'm sure we have plenty more on YouTube, but we would greatly appreciate you guys sharing the stream, and if you don't mind, and you guys have the extra cash to spare, we would really appreciate some donations. It takes a lot to put this kind of thing on, so the PayPal is carissa@bigglebox.com, and the Venmo is bigglebox space TV. So, thank you guys so much.
Yes, thanks. You're so much better at that than I am.
Oh, not even.
I'm a nut job.
You're doing the
I,
next one.
I will rock paper scissors you for the next one.
That's what we should have next, a little rock, paper, scissors tournament.
Oh my god. Uh, you know what I want to do? Steve was telling me about this one time years ago where he did this. What were you telling me about this? The coin flip. Do you remember that?
Coin flip for what?
Yeah, there was something about, there was a line of people and they were flipping a coin for 50s or hundreds or.
Don't remember that.
I dreamed that.
Well, there was the expo where Bloodworth
Oh, it was Bloodworth. It was
flipping a coin for Q's.
For
Oh my
Q's.
gosh.
Okay, see, that's what it was. I thought it. Yeah. Okay.
Full price or free?
Well,
He was, yeah. So
okay. Well, we can do that, but not any of the Q's off my wall.
Uh.
Those have to stay there.
I see.
That mic sounds real good.
It
Is this,
does. Your voice sounds so creamy.
silky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a little different than you guys' broadcast mics. This is a podcasting type of microphone.
Yeah, that's the real deal right there.
Oh, nice.
Little bit different.
Gonna start doing a little bit of podcasting, are you?
That's the plan.
Nice. Chris kind of fumbled on that carom shot, but definitely wasn't a hanger.
Well, it's pretty important that James gets out this rack. He really doesn't want to fall behind 12-5.
Yeah.
And the 7 to the 8 is the only one where he's going to have to. So this position on this shot right here is pretty important.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to get on the bottom side of it too much unless he wants to play it up into the top corner or just draw, kind of stun up for the same corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, but I think, and a couple racks ago we said it. I think he changed the way he's taking those types of shots because he was having trouble with the long one. So I almost expected him to take that rather than just pushing forward and shooting it all the way up the rail.
Yeah. All right, 11-6.
Oh, Rob Gear just said that he saw Alex flipping that coin for 10,000.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
remember seeing that?
I did. Yeah, and Shane was the one that ended up flipping it for him.
No, it's like, oh man.
Yeah, people do crazy bets. Those prop bets they do at Derby, and it's kind of fun seeing that kind of stuff.
I remember seeing that, and then the more they kept talking about it, and then people kept coming around and
Yeah,
flip a coin for 10
for a car.
bands. Yeah.
Yeah.
For a car. Yeah. Where's your pink slip? Let's flip this dime here and find out who's going to take both cars.
All right, Steve. John wants you to tell us about the Cosmos a la Danny DiLiberto story.
J.D. Stubenberg?
Yeah.
Danny DiLiberto. I need a little help here. I don't remember.
All right, give us a little reminder.
Help me out, J.D. DiLiberto is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I mean, him and Cardone doing one pocket is if
Yeah.
you're not falling over laughing, you're not listening. That's for sure.
Yeah, one of my favorite videos to watch is Mike Siegel and Efren playing the IPT finals, and you got Billy Incardona over there in his corner with who was it? There was a couple other Hall of Famers over there, but Mike's just talking the entire time, and they're just looking so uncomfortable, because he's just dogging it over and over again.
Oh no. Yeah, I used to back in the Sands Regency days. JD used to go down, and that was one of my first experiences having sushi. So right down by the Comstock, they taught me how to eat sushi.
Nice. Some good stuff.
Well, I didn't think so at the time. I'd never had raw fish, so
Yeah.
JD and Daniel Sass, they kept laughing at me. Now it's one of my favorites.
I was gonna say that's like my favorite thing to eat.
Yeah, boy, we've got one close to our house, and it's pretty sweet.
So what's your tuna dish of choice?
There's a newer sushi place by the house, and called Kyoto.
Yeah.
And the sushi chef is a young guy named Danny. And Damien came down from Seattle, and we ate there once. And every time he comes down and he gets anywhere near my house, that's where we eat. And there's one called the Lion King, and another one called Four Seasons.
Yeah.
And they're just insane. They come out with flames, and they're flying in the air. And half the time we took pictures while we're eating. So, yep.
I think we might be at 11-7, Josh.
Did you miss one, Cole?
Oh, well, I've been over here.
No,
You're in
this is
charge.
Oh no! Don't
Maybe we can
switch up with
double
me in
check
the middle
with
of
them.
the set.
Double check with the players so
Yeah.
we know exactly where we're at. We could have had a commentator finger fumble. All right, Cole just went out and asked the players because we are in a separate room. So as commentators, we don't shark the players. And Josh, they just said it's 7.
Poof, fixed.
There we go. Was that Josh's fault there, Cole?
I think so. I'm way back here, so I
Yeah.
couldn't have done it.
Yep.
Whoa! How am I getting ganged up on over here?
Oh, you're not. I'm
These
sorry.
guys.
Yeah, he was kind of. Yeah.
It's okay. I was born without feelings. I can take it.
I knew it.
Yeah.
That's why you're so good at pool. You miss a ball and you're like, I don't care.
I don't care. No tear ducts. Can't cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's factory delete.
All right. Well, Chris has come to the table with a bit of a touchy kick here, but very doable. Good things can happen here.
Gotta
Like
get
so.
behind that 8. Get behind that 8.
Well, this one isn't a gimme.
No. Especially with that 2 there on that bottom rail.
He's not looking like he can see it.
Yeah, I mean, he might twist into it if he goes that way, but I don't think he's gonna twist it.
He's in a tough spot. He would have come up with something already.
Yeah,
This might
he's
work.
Inside.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's in the corner rather.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
In the drink.
Found gravity.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think that with this particular match, we might get other followers and people want to jump in, or?
Yeah. You mean as like get into the next round of action, or?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I think with this quarantine going on, I think a lot of people are really hungry to get out and play, and these kinds of matches are great for both the players and the fans. So, yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? Let us know.
Also, who wants to play? Do you want to play?
Always. I know Cole does too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So we'll set some stuff up.
Nice shot there. It's all about just controlling the cue ball now. Everything's all nice and opened up.
Yeah, I bet he comes actually behind that 8 to get position for the 7.
No.
No?
He'll come over for the other pocket.
Yeah, that'd be short side. He's gonna outside spin and just swing over to where he was pointing.
That way he has a couple options with the 8.
There you go.
Like that.
Yeah, and now he can play the 8 either up in the corner or come over for the side, but I think he just plays it in the corner.
Tim Gonzalez says if you both want to play, just play each other. He's a Culver Steve.
No, I can't play my buddy.
Yeah, we do
I
that.
don't want him to beat up on me in front of everybody.
We do that in tournaments quite a bit.
Yeah.
Boy, you got through that ball real good.
I see Mikey, the Grimster, is in the chat. What's up, bro? How's it going, man? He says he's got winner. So
Graham's got winner. I
Graham
like it.
has
I
a
like
winner.
it.
Here, I'm going to do my duty here, guys. Look at that.
Oh,
Watch.
look at this.
I know, you didn't have to ask.
Score is being updated.
It's better than my wife gets. She has to ask me at least 6 times before I do something.
How's the Grim Meister doing anyway?
Yeah, I don't know. How's it going, man? We miss you. See, you're playing pretty sporty one pocket right now. Oh, and JD said it's what Danny used to call easy runouts on old AccuStat videos.
Cosmo.
Yeah, and he said that you might remember where he got it from.
Oh, I really don't. So I've heard the word gizmo and things like that, but Cosmo, he's probably right.
Yeah, we got Foch Garcia in the chat. What's up, man? Great to see you in here. He said he wants to see some one pocket action on here, so
There we go.
that might be in the works.
It's really gaining momentum right now in one pocket.
Great bank.
Nice shot, Chris. Foch plays pretty good one pocket too. In
Oh,
case
yeah.
you guys didn't know, he plays pretty sporty.
Yeah, Foch plays jam up all the way around. And he's a great guy to top it off.
Yeah, I've known Foch for a long time.
That was a beautiful little shot.
Yeah, he's Chris is feeling it.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he might be making mistakes here and there and not playing perfect, but you can tell by the way he's striking the ball. He's getting through the cue ball really good, and that's why he's ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely settled in. He's comfortable.
Yeah, he stubbed his toe a little on that, but
Yeah.
should be okay. Cinch this one.
Yeah, he kind of missed one of these back cut before to the bottom right, so I look for him to bear down a little harder on this. And he does.
Oh, what a good
Beautiful shot.
What a good shot. And he's going to come up with another one of these here.
Yeah, I'll just thin this and
Yep, back behind the 9.
yep,
For
come
the 9
down.
in the upper left. Just
Perfect.
Like that.
Now Josh gets to do what he does best.
Touch the screen. Twice.
I heard he's a pretty good racker.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Whoa. Well, it is rack your own, so that's correct.
I didn't say it.
Yeah.
That's
Shots fired.
it's on the internet. Didn't you read it?
I didn't hear that.
Josh is a really good racker.
Really good
Man,
racker.
I bet it's out there somewhere.
That sounds like something that Craig Irwin would say. He tells me I'm really good at it. So why is that? He goes, well, you do it for me all the time. Shut up, Craig.
I'm just messing with you.
Again, no feelings. I don't care.
But I think there's a one pocket match right after this.
Is there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so look, I see the excitement in Steve's eyes. I tell him,
What's
hey, what's the what?
the line? What's the weight?
Well, I mean, he's got to give me at least 15 games at a race to 12.
Oh man,
I think that's
I'll spot you 9 games in a race to 10.
You'll spot me 9 games at a race to 10.
Yeah.
playing even. Yeah, that's kind of a tough
It's a tough game.
one.
Yeah.
All right, Chris has got a little side pocket action on this one ball, I think. He chose the smart shot,
Yeah.
duck down. Wall of balls there. Which sounds like some kind of mix between a wallaby and a pool ball.
Oh, man. Donnie Robertson, we have James Davee at 7:03 for a Fargo, and Chris Byers at 7:06 for a Fargo. Mike Grimm, I don't know if I need you to come over. I mean, we could have you.
We'd figure out something to do with him.
Oh yeah.
I got some yard work you can do.
Ow. We could have him commentate the one pocket.
Oh, see, there you go. Now you're thinking.
Put him behind the booth.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. He's got a lovely voice. Yeah, cut it inside. Yep. Man, look at that.
Boy, 13-7. Chris stays clean here at 14-7, and it's a big uphill for James from there, let me tell you.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially with the way Chris is playing in winter break. So, but that's why you play. Sometimes funny things happen.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I think you play safe here.
Yeah.
Got a lead. I don't think you get too frisky.
No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure what he's looking at. Can you tell, Cole?
Yeah, he's looking
He's in
at
a
the system to go find your line through the side pocket. He's gonna come over to his right hand, hit the middle rail or the middle diamond on where his right hand is, and then come to the. Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
Forget everything I just said.
he was just banking it. He called the pocket. He pointed at it.
Yeah,
Oh, did he?
He just missed
Yeah.
his shape. He was looking at where he was going to get with Whitey, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
can you see it?
I think so. I think you can just follow this down.
I'm camera hooked over here.
Oh, look, we've got a response to the Cosmo.
Oh, from none other than Darren Walding.
Well, of course. I mean, did you expect anybody else?
What's up, man? So, Tom Cosmo was a straight pool player out of New York who every time he ran the balls, he was shooting stop shot after stop shot so many times that they nicknamed the stop shot run out after him.
Wow,
Great piece of knowledge right there.
I think he went to the internet. He
I
might have
was-
got a little. He might have got a little help on that one, but maybe he didn't. Darren's full of a lot of information. Let me tell you. Yeah, Darren's been coming over on Monday nights.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, Darren comes over Monday nights and plays one pocket with me.
Yeah, there are a few people that know the game like Darren does when it comes to just overall knowledge about players and different matches and one pocket knowledge.
Well, let me tell you, I've played him a lot, and he shoots some, as we would say, wild and crazy shots. But I've learned a little bit from some of those crazy shots, and they're not so crazy when you practice them.
Mm-hmm.
You
Absolutely.
a little more control with them and this and that. So I've really enjoyed playing Darren one pocket over the years.
Yeah, that's awesome. Uh-oh, we're getting a little potential challenge against Mike Grimm from Clay.
Clay up north.
Yep,
Nice.
that would be a great match.
Yeah, it would.
So yeah, that could definitely be on the horizon. See how he controls the cue ball here.
got it to stun off that. So first time we looked at it, he was breaking cue balls heading over to the right. Then he adjusted too far to the left.
Yeah.
And he hit it, and he stuck it, so he stayed underneath the side pocket.
What's up, Sherry? How's it going?
Well, Chris has got a decision here. Either he pushes out, which he will do. Sometimes you'll see players in this spot shoot a two-way shot where they will try to tie up two balls and push out at the same time in case they get beat to the shot. So let's see what Chris decides to do.
Yeah, what would be a good option for tying up a ball here, Steve?
I don't know, maybe shooting that 6 over in between that 4-9, something to that tune, or in that spot knocking a ball over below the 8 ball, you know?
Yep.
Or on top of the 8 ball, so there were some different options because he's going to get this one back for sure.
Yeah, all
And
day.
then, and if you would have knocked a ball somewhere that compromised the balls, then he wouldn't just flat lose from this spot. So if he doesn't gin this shot, if he would have tied something up, then James would have a little bit harder work. So
Yeah.
in that spot, sometimes it's the right shot. Because this one's kind of an all-in. It's all your chips here.
Wow, did he call that?
He did call it. I saw him point at it.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow.
How are they rolling? Look at the shape.
Can he do no wrong right now?
Yeah, well, he obviously had that planned. I mean, he knew he was going to kick at that ball, when he pushed it.
Yeah. Why tie up some balls when you're gonna hit that shot like that, right?
Just keep your composure now. I mean, it's a little touchy shot. Oh.
Played safe.
Yeah, he's playing safe on himself, but good news is I think he has the edge of this ball and he can just feather it.
Oh, he might be able to. He's given it a good look, that's for sure. What?
What did he call?
One pocket Byers. Watch this. He called
Okay.
the straight back. He's going to cross and twist it. Oh,
He was just playing safe.
Why did he call that pocket? You saw him point at it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's messing with the commentators.
Yeah. All right, 130 viewers. Welcome, guys. Great to have you. About halfway through this second set with these great players, and Chris is kind of on a roll right now. But James is going to lay down a great safety there, so.
Yeah, that might get the cheese.
Yeah. Might bring out the good old trusty propel.
Boy, he's awful close though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Better up. Whitey went bye-bye. All right, so James has got ball in hand here. The 6 doesn't pass that 7, does it? What do you think there, Josh?
Yeah.
Does it pass?
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like it goes straight in. Either way, he could play that just off the rail, and keep the cue ball right in that same area for the 7. So I mean, I would think he plays that 6 into that corner pocket.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little farther from the monitor. I can't quite see the angle.
See, I had the LASIK now, so if you want.
Oh, yeah. I've had LASIK too, but it was about 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, see, just read the rail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little tight.
Yep.
Little
No,
tight to his work there.
Yeah. You did a good job, though.
Yeah. Speed was good.
All right. James is going to close close this gap a little bit.
There it is. Scorekeeper. I'm going to push another button and see what kind of noises I've got here.
I like that one.
I've already done that one. How about this one?
Get
Oh,
that one.
I've done that one.
Let's
too.
do the yellow one.
The yellow one?
Yep. That's for that beautiful stop shot on the 9 that you just played.
There we go.
You know what that reminds me of? Remember Simon Says?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to hit the buttons in order.
Which one's the one when you drive it into the rail?
No, that's a green one.
Green one?
Yeah, yeah. Right there.
That's definitely the one that you drive into the rail.
It's my theme music.
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like I walk around the table and it's just wah, 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 all the time. Damn it.
Too funny.
Shoot. All right, James Davee to break, trailing 8.
Yeah, Tim Gonzalez. I'm thinking you're on the right thought process there. I think James puts together some games right here.
Well, I think that's what James is hoping also.
Jason Burkhart, you are welcome for the stream.
Absolutely. Got Robbie Solomon in the chat. What's up, man? How's it going? Hope you're doing well.
Guy's got a whole new arsenal he can use when he goes back to playing pool.
Yeah, I heard he's just winning all the raffles, right?
He wins stuff. I don't know where he gets it from.
Oh.
What'd they do? Take a break on us here, or what's going
I
on?
think he went to the bathroom.
Missed something? What? Really?
I don't understand.
And they
used
don't.
to
They
do
didn't.
that.
They didn't tell us.
It's not. It's like they don't respect our time. I think that's what's going.
Well, Josh, tell us a story.
Oh man, put me on the spot here.
A gambling story. Tell us a gambling story.
Tell you a
Yeah.
gambling story?
Big dollars.
Well, this one time, I was playing for $5, and hey, man, that's a foot long
Yeah,
Subway.
it is.
Yeah.
No, I've been playing a little bit more lately. The quarantine's kind of got people wanting to come out and shoot because they've got no place else to do it. So.
Okay, that story really sucked. James is about ready to break. So good story though. And I think you should work on the storytelling stuff for those short little bathroom breaks.
Yeah, right one down.
Man.
So I'll just cut you right off there.
All right. Well, that's a good idea.
We'll watch James break.
It wasn't going anywhere anyway.
I want to hear it later, though.
Okay. I'll continue that.
Oh, look at this break.
Oh
Look
my
at
God.
this.
Look
Put
at this
'em all.
break.
I told you, man.
Bam.
Is he straight in on the 3?
Monster rig.
Straight in on the 3.
Is your story better than that?
Yeah, I don't know. man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You just got to let it develop.
Gee,
You got to give it time.
it's pretty strong if your
Water
story's
it.
going to be better than this break.
I think as a statement here, James should run this out left-handed.
Oh, okay. Now you're just getting silly, Cole, on us.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's just silly. But I do think that's
Well, that's the best break we've seen tonight.
I
would
think
agree.
so.
Yeah.
You don't even have another ball with
That one was
foot.
a Cosmo, a Gizmo, and a something else right in the middle there.
Whiz bang
Yeah.
chicken plucker.
Yeah, that was something.
That was a Cosmo and a buttery nipple all in one.
Again, I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Well, isn't a Cosmo a drink? I mean, am I?
Is a buttery nipple a drink?
It sure is.
Oh.
It's Stevie's favorite. Isn't it cool?
It sure is. It's not too shabby tasting.
And I think I got Cole. Cole's had them a few
I
times.
have, yeah.
And he liked it.
I did.
Buttery nipple.
They're not too bad. All right, well, James got just a tiny bit below his work here.
Yeah, he's a little bit below.
I think he got a little excited.
He should be just fine.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
There he goes. Well, that'll take us to 14-9.
Well, he's fighting back a little bit. That was a beautiful break, and he had that nice easy out, so that's really going to help his confidence. And let's see where that takes him. He'd like to do that, like, 6 more racks in a row at least?
At least, if not 11.
Yeah, 11. Puts him on the hill is all. Are you saying he dogs it on the hill?
No.
I got a good-
Cole's strong suit.
Hold
Speaking
on
of,
a sec. 11. What's 11 plus 9?
That's 20. He needs to go to 21.
You're right.
speaking of the hill story here, I got a
was a
short
race at
story
20.
for
All
you.
right, hit us with one.
So we're in Vegas playing nationals, and Glenn matches up with Glenn Atwell. And Glenn matches up with this guy named Stormin Norman. Really good player from Detroit. He looks like James Davee, only not quite so tall.
Yeah.
And I think we had 500 on the set. Glenn gets up. It's a race to 9 on a bar table. We're in the Riviera. Glenn breaks and runs the first 8 racks. They're playing a race to 9. And I think he gets down to the 7 ball and tough miss or whatever. Long story short, he beats the guy 9-1. The guy wins that game, so he doesn't run out the set 9 and out. But he loses, and the guy looks at him and says, "Let's go to the pool room. We'll play on a 9-footer for 1,000." So he just
Yeah.
gets beat up, and then he wants to go play for double the amount on a 9-foot table.
Oh my gosh.
But Glenn was known to, play really, really strong.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
on a bar box, but he almost played a perfect set. But it was, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Reminds me of that set that Kachi had against Shane. Is it down in Arizona?
Oh,
No,
you're talking
no.
about against Alex. You
That was
ran
against
the set-
Alex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ran a 10-pack on
He
him.
just ran it. Yeah.
I was there. I was over
Yeah.
playing. I was playing another match at the time. Otherwise, I would have been watching or trying to help commentate. But
Right.
it was funny. The only time Alex got out of the chair was to shake his hand. He didn't even get to rack the balls. They had somebody racking for him.
Yeah, that's incredibly impressive to do in 10 ball as well. 10 in a row.
Yeah, that was part of the West Coast swing. It was a good tournament. Chris went down to that with me. I played in the 1 pocket and 9 ball, and Chris came down for the rotation.
Oh, did he? Oh yeah, I think I remember
Oh,
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Yeah, we went and swam at the pool, and
Got in a little action.
uh,
Tiny
Okay.
bit.
maybe can't remember.
I remember.
Oh man, one tournament feels like another.
Doesn't it?
But everybody was there. The field was just absolutely a monster field. Kachi flew in. Ruslan Chenikov showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I played Ruslan some $20 1 pocket for about 6 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. He
It's an
didn't.
experience right
He
there.
didn't. He didn't move too well, but when he got to shoot,
Yeah.
he thought he'd just run 8 and out every time.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It was fun to watch. Cue ball was perfect. Played kind of like Chris is right now.
Yeah. He's in the zone right here.
There's a touchy little shape shot here. He's gonna have to kind of stun or
Mm-hmm.
get it to the rail and kind of spin down towards that 8 ball. Let's see what he does here.
It's easy to overspin this one. Wow.
I like the arc.
Do you know how good he hit that?
He hit that better than
How good he hit it, Steve.
He hit it real good. No, sometimes it's to see a shot like that, to stun your rock and spin it and slide and get perfect. That was nice.
Yeah, that really was. Chris is definitely feeling it right now.
And there he goes with no slouch of a 9-ball shot, taking this from up to 15-9.
15-9, all right. Chris is, what is it, 2 away from the victory? Or he's 6 away.
He's 6 away. Bet you got your calculator.
I
out, too,
did.
though. I know
I
you
have it
did.
on my phone.
All right.
Are you saying that Josh is math challenged?
No, he was saying I was, so
So
And I was.
So you're using your calculator?
yeah.
Let's see where that cue ball ends up. But he stuns it right in the middle of the table.
Yeah, just a little pop and squat.
Look at that.
Man.
Oh, I called that.
Oh, man. No love on the one, but with how he's been cutting these balls in, I think this is a little back and forth and running out time. Yeah, well, I've really been impressed with James's mental fortitude in this match. I mean, in both these sets, he's just been trailing the whole time and hasn't really shown too much emotion, or he kind of just gets up there and does what he has to do.
And he's done well with it. I mean, he caught a few, missed balls or this or that, and Chris is just in a zone right now. He's not missing anything.
Yeah. He's in dead punch right now.
Follows forward. No, draw through him. Damn it! I should have went through with my first inclination there.
That was a real good shot.
That was.
It wasn't easy.
And he's not taking too much time. He knows what he has to do.
No, he's in that he's in that zone, as they call it, where everything's going right and you just can't do wrong. And you can tell by his pace, you can tell by his mannerisms, you can tell by the results. The score indicates it. So this is a little bit the way Rodney felt when Chris beat up Rodney, 9-1, Cole?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fun feeling when you're playing like this.
So what's the secret? How do you get into this zone more often than not?
3 words.
Okay.
Practice. Practice. Practice.
After that first practice, I kind of figured out what was going to happen with the next 2 words.
No, but in all seriousness, though, you've got to with the practice, you got to know what to practice. So, I'm a proponent of learning how to play too. Also, Chris. I've played with Chris for years, and I've shared a lot of stuff with him, and it's nice to see sometimes in tournaments watching him use some of the systems, some of the cue ball control stuff that we've gone over, and so it's the stuff you practice too. If you don't know what to practice, getting lessons and help from better players, and that's a thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think also it's kind of trying not to think too much. I think I don't know if you guys have read The Inner Game of Tennis, but they kind of talk about how when one of the students was trying to hit a perfect backhand and they couldn't hit it, it was hitting the edge of the racket every time, and then you just tell them not to think about it, just kind of visualize doing it, and then next thing you know, you're going to be hitting it a lot better. So
well, Chris squatted that one ball, that cue ball, and it got kicked right into the side. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. That was unforeseen for sure.
Yeah, I think that Chris has definitely figured this break out after going back and forth. He's found his spot.
Yeah, for that ball, that's just not going to happen very often, to kick it straight into the side. You got to be real unfortunate. But well, here's another one of those games where James does not want to go down 17-9. 16-10 does sound a little bit better.
Yeah.
A little more palatable. Commentator, silence. It's not a good thing.
Yeah,
right,
sometimes you just got to let the cue do the talking. But, yeah, I mean, James really doesn't have too much to do here besides just getting good angle on this 5 to come up for the 6. And don't know if that 5 goes by the 9, but...
Yeah, he's not happy about it, so I don't think so. He might have to dump 5 ball over the rail and use the 9 as a blocker.
Yep. It does kind of look like the carom is on I don't think he'll shoot it, but
No, I don't think so.
especially being down this many games, you got to play the smart shot.
Maybe going to get his extension. It looked like even though he's 8 feet tall, he can't reach every shot. Yep.
You know, I'm gonna say he. I think that 5 does pass by that.
Yeah, looking at it from that angle, I think it does.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think it does pass that. I think that's why he's grabbing the extension.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so really just make this ball and you'll be fine on the 6 on the side, right?
Yeah, you just can't overhit it. Get hooked behind the 8.
It's a nice shot.
Yeah, there it goes.
Wow, supposed to be on the inside of the 9.
Narrowly avoiding that 9 ball.
Left himself pretty good though on that 8.
Yeah. You would like to not have to work as hard for these outs, but
And see, that's a couple racks ago. We talked about their fitness, and you know this is the type of stuff that does take it out of you. Having to swing balls around and taking these harder shots. It's mentally more challenging. It's physically more challenging.
yeah, the recovery shots and
Right.
yeah, you're right.
And that's why, you know, Chris has been able to get on this roll. You know, the last few racks we'd seen, he just left himself so good that he hadn't had to make, you know, those difficult shots. So it was good for James to get out there to bring it a little bit closer. 16-10.
Yeah, nice out, James.
Did exactly what he had to do after the foul on the break from Chris.
And we got Damien in the chat. How's it going, man? Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're doing well, and hope the family's good.
Josh, these chairs are not much padding.
You getting picky on me?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I got
Could
a
you-
pillow.
could
You
you
want me to
get-
throw a pillow underneath you?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh.
I don't
It-
know. As I get older, my butt just doesn't have the cushion it
You
did
know,
when I was a young guy. I think
so-
I had a big butt when I was younger.
Someone tuning into the
You know.
the stream right now would really second guess their choice to tune into said stream.
So for anybody just clocking in, here we are. This is the second set. Chris Byers won the first set. They're playing race to 21 for 1,000. And Chris is leading in this set. They doubled up and did it again, or double or nothing, that type of thing. And so your commentators are myself, Steve Lingelbach, Cole Gibbons, and the infamous Joshua Martin.
Oh man, it only took me 4 weeks to become infamous.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, does it?
No, not at all. I'll take it though.
You should.
All right.
Well, I don't think that he's going to be shooting at this one. He's going to push out. Not sure about that push out. That kind of gave
Looks
Chris
like
a
he's
good
just,
amount of error. What do you think, Steve?
yeah, I can't tell from this angle on either monitor how it looks on the side, whether you can just roll it in or not.
I think he's banking it cross-side. Going to kind of stun it in.
Yeah. He's calling it. Oh.
Ooh, doubled the corners.
Yeah, that's one where you got to put a lot of twist on it and a little bit too much speed. If a little softer and it would have twisted.
Those nipples weren't very buttery.
No. No, they weren't. They were very margarine-y.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is definitely the second set. Commentators are getting a little goofy. None of us are drinking. I mean,
No.
we got water here. My butt hurts.
And I'm out of vanilla Coke.
And you're out of vanilla Coke.
All right, we can pocket this 3 drop back. Just like that.
Oh, no. Stay out of
Oh,
there.
he's off. He's off.
Yeah, the only work he's got here is from the 7 to the 8. Just have some angle, not get straight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 6. Never mind.
Yeah, he's playing top from the 6 to the 7.
Yeah, I was thinking the 6 was a 7. Never mind.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sight goes as you age.
You are correct. I just reached a milestone that I ain't proud of.
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
That was just a couple weeks ago, right?
It wasn't very long ago.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, nice shot from James. He's going to bring it within 5.
It's going to make him feel good, though, to get out here.
Yeah, I think.
From being down 2 games ago. 16-11 looks much better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's got to take as many of those games as he can get. So, people in the stream, give us some feedback. Have you enjoyed the 2 sets now as we're running down towards the end of the second set? Anything you liked, anything you didn't like, we can always take a little feedback.
And if you say that you didn't like any of it, you and I are going to have words. I'm just telling you right now. Because I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you there.
You're only saying that because we have you strapped down to that seat.
I know.
Yeah.
With, well, I'll just leave it there.
And I'm over here doing bun aerobics to try to see if I have feeling in my backside.
Oh man, I really wish. You know what we should do next time? I wish we had like a camera looking in at the commentators, because if you guys could see the exercises that Steve is currently working on.
Do you know how easy that is? All I have to do is turn my phone on right now.
Oh my god.
Okay, you talked me into it.
Oh man, I can't wait.
I think next time you should string up some hammocks in here,
Okay.
and we'll all just kind of lay like 3 little peas in a pod.
That'll be a very laid back
Oh.
commentary.
Where's the little ba-dum?
Oh, I'm full of dad jokes. I'm full of them.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's only natural since you're a dad.
Yeah. I think though I was so natural to the dad joke that I had to have kids. So I think it was one of those chicken and egg things. What came first, the dad jokes or the kids?
Yeah, you already had the dad jokes.
I had the dad jokes. I had to have the kids to compensate for it.
Yep.
Oh, there he is. Okay, hold on. So let's see. So
what's up, guys?
there we are. How's it going, everybody? I'm Cole Gibbons. This is Josh Martin. And that over there, Steve Lingelbach. Here,
The one and only.
come on. Let's take a look at Stevie.
Here's Stevie. There we go. Check him out.
Look at how long my hair is getting.
Oh my god. Well, nobody can cut it. This is the chair he's been complaining about.
Oh, that's the chair.
Yeah.
Can we see the?
There's here's the okay. There's the aerobics.
That's quite enough.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chris has been running out here, so
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
at least somebody's unfazed by our antics.
there's a reason they put us in the room all by ourselves.
Yeah, they locked the door.
We got Ben Rabina in the chat. What's up, Ben? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Hopefully playing some good pool. Or any pool at all. Alright, Chris is going to lay up nicely for this 9-ball.
You watch your mouth, Carissa Biggs.
Nice out. Alright. Chris moves within 6 again. Moves above by 6.
Josh, that's for you.
Told you.
That's all I can say.
Theme music, man. I swear it should be my text message tone,
Oh my.
We got Daniel in the chat. How's it going, buddy? Big congrats on your sponsorship with OB again, man. That's huge. And yeah, Daniel has his own table now, so he's going to be getting pretty scary.
That happens.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, he's made some good strides in the last year and a half or so. Picked his game up another ball and a half from at least what I've seen.
Oh, absolutely.
He's playing really good.
Yeah, it's good to see the young up-and-comers, really focusing on their game.
You're not talking about me, are you?
Well, I mean, you were one of the two.
Josh, quit laughing. I mean,
I'm just reading half of these comments, and I'm not even quite sure what they mean or how to respond to them.
Yeah, I think everyone realizes that getting through these sets can be a little bit challenging for commentators at times.
We got a lot going on. I mean, we've got sound mixers and cell phones and iPads and mics and Simon Says boards.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff going on here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chris is going to give a ball in hand, and James is feeling pretty happy about that.
Looks like he lost Whitey, huh?
Yeah, a little bit of a danger when you're jumping a ball that close to the rail. Well, that 8 can be a little bit of a troublesome ball. What do you think, Steve? What's the plan of attack there?
Well, you can't play short side, so you're going to have to go down by the 9 and play it up in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So basically getting a good angle on that 7 and going just one rail down to it is probably, he's taking a look at it here. Trying to come up with a cue ball plan here.
We got Paul Marquez in the chat. How's it going, Paul?
Yeah, this looks good. He's going to stun forward just a little bit and get that one rail angle that I think he has to get on this.
Yep.
What are you willing to bet he gets out here and then break and runs the next rack?
You want to do a little dollar wager on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Silver dollars.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I was thinking doll hairs, but
doll hairs. The next one, the next bet's going to be for $2 bills.
Okay.
We got a little funny.
He's going to call the 9.
This is what I like to call a Boski. Comboski.
I'm not sure combo anytime is overly desirable.
No, it's not. Unless it's dead wired, sitting in the pocket.
Yeah, in the jaws.
Nice shot.
Yeah, hit it good, though.
All right, 17-12.
Josh, 17-12.
Man, see? Okay, this is beginning to be...
You got one job.
Hey, I have 12 jobs.
Really?
I have 12 things to
You
do
have
currently.
one. You have one tonight. Let's keep score.
Only for like the past 4 or 5 games. Cole, you put Cole up in that high chair,
Yeah.
and we set him back, and all of a sudden it became my job.
Well, he's looking over the top of you, trying to keep you in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towering over you. All right,
Yeah.
so James kind of lost the cue ball down to the bottom side of the table last break, so definitely look for him to clean that up a little bit.
See if he has another one of those monster breaks in him where he makes 4 balls and all the balls are right in pockets.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
I'm going to ask him to teach me that one. Let's see what happens. Ooh.
No, I think he actually ended up breaking dry there, which is
Yeah.
might be one of the first dry breaks we've seen of this match.
Like
this
the
matchup.
weather in Portland today, that break was dry.
Yes, sir.
Your comedy is dry.
Hey. Well, Brent Babcock up here says that we have cool commentators,
Ooh.
and he didn't specify which commentators, so I'm going to accept that as being a cool commentator.
So you're picking yourself as one of the cool guys?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I could pick myself to
Okay.
be not one of the cool guys, and that's less fun.
Paul says he's trying to figure out the Steve aerobics. We already have him nicknamed here.
Tell him I pulled a hamstring on that move. Because I did just turn 60.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Did I just say that on the air? My goodness.
You don't look it, pal.
I've got
Yeah.
miles. I've got miles on me, let me tell you.
He's a clean 72 looking.
Nah, he's
Josh,
Yeah.
much lower than that. Don't you worry.
I'm going to punish you so bad. You are gonna pay, let me tell you.
Oh,
You're
man.
going to be froze to every ball on the stack every time. And I'm just going to laugh and giggle.
Well, Jimmy Farmer, you're correct. I owe Cole $1 hair. Yeah, I do actually have silver dollars upstairs, so you're getting one of those.
Okay. I've never had one, so.
Oh, even better.
All right, Chris is just going to thin this ball. Come around to the opposite side. Really taking away James' options here.
Oh, he's got the Great Wall of China to hide behind there. Look at that thing.
I know, and I mean he really only has a small window to kick through, I should say. But he's going to go ahead and hit it.
Yeah, he made a nice hit.
And I think if that 5 goes by the 8, I'm not sure if it does, but if not, this rack could get tricky.
Yeah, there's some tough transition there from the 4 down to the 5, trying to get perfect shape off of that.
Yeah, there could be a 9-ball carom there.
Yeah.
Not that you'd like to play that, but
What's up, Ricky? How you doing, man? Great to see you joining us.
Ricky, you got some splaining to do.
All right. So, what are you thinking here, Steve? Is he ducking behind that 9-5?
sure. Yeah, sounds good.
Might as well.
Mm-hmm. My buns hurt. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to go back into more aerobics.
All right, that's it. I'm getting you a pillow. I'm doing it.
Oh, if I knew the darn pillow was right there, I'd have grabbed it an hour ago. Oh, my God, that's so much better.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Steve. I thought he was gonna have to go upstairs and.
That's right there. Come on.
You didn't say it's right there. Go get. There's
Listen.
another one. If I need 2 pillows, I can go get the other
You're
other
gonna,
pillow too.
you're gonna have to start calling me the Boy Scout.
Oh God, that feels so much better.
Oh God.
Oh man, my buns. Thank you.
Okay. We're gonna.
Did I just really do that?
Right after the Boy Scout comment too. Come on, let's keep this clean, guys.
We're gonna just clip that little 5-second piece of audio, and I'm gonna set it as my ringtone.
That's 5 seconds of our life we'll never get back.
Very true.
And back at the ranch,
Yeah.
James made a great jump shot. Big pocket with the 6 there, but
while we were horsing around.
yeah, now he's gonna try to pull off this combo here.
And he hit it pretty good. Controlled the 3.
Yeah, so really it comes down to this 5 ball now, and he might even choose to play the 5-9 carom.
Yeah, boy, it's an all-in shot, but I think you're better off maybe playing safe and
Yeah.
than that carom.
Oh, he's playing another combo here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that four. There's no room.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's playing this combo, but it's hard to tell from here compared to down there.
Yeah.
Sometimes what we see here that looks tough really isn't, and so on and so forth. But he's not jumping all over it either.
I guess it also could be that he didn't want to have to play shape from the 5 if it does go by the 8 for the 6 and just kind of cinch it.
Boy, even if it does go by the 8, playing shape on it would be brutal.
Yeah, it would.
So.
Not quite what he wanted there, and I think he's going to be buried underneath the 9 here.
Yeah, Chris is going to put him in prison.
As he should.
I think James has got a free get out of jail card just like in Monopoly, though.
Yeah, you
He
think
told
so?
he told me earlier he
Did
has
he?
one. Yeah.
Is that called the propel jump cue?
That was the last set. Was the get shorty.
Get shorty.
Well, when somebody has a propel, this is the last place you want to leave it, right in front of the pocket.
Right.
But that is a pretty close jump shot, so we'll see.
I think he goes airborne. There's some gap there.
Yeah.
And now the 5 has a pocket, so at least if you hit this, you might be able to get out if you make it.
Ooh, caught the 9.
Caught the 9 and caught the drink.
Yep. Opened up. The 5 ball was open after Chris's save, but 5 ball's pretty wide open now.
Yeah.
Have I told you how much I like this pillow yet?
No, you haven't. You haven't even thanked me.
Thank you 1,000 times.
See, now I feel better.
It took you a half hour before you told me that it was 5 feet behind me, though.
Hey,
You just kept laughing at me and making me do aerobics over and over.
I like to make you suffer, actually.
I did suffer. I don't have any feeling in my legs. They're gone.
I see.
Chris get some angle there.
So
Alrighty.
now you'll start to understand the reasoning behind the things that I do. You said 9 games in a race to 10, so I make you sit there and break your back for 2 hours before we play.
And you think that's going to help you?
Oh, yes.
Huh. Bet.
Well, I already owe Cole $1. I'm going to pay him in pennies, too. A sack of pennies.
Sack of pennies.
Sack of pennies. Cole versus Mike D. That'd be fun to watch.
Hey, man, Mike is a super, super good player, so I always enjoy our battles. And a great guy at that.
Yeah, Mike's a fun dude.
I think Chris wants that one back.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say if Chris doesn't get out here, he should be shot at sunrise, and then kind of decided against it. But
Yeah, let's not shoot him.
no.
No. But this has kind of been the MO the whole night. Chris gets a lead, and then James claws back. And here we go. We're about to be a 4-game differential here.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, this is the closest James has brought it in a while, so he's got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Okay. Huh? Not bad,
I
huh?
like it. I like it.
That's not bad.
All right.
Get us a little more invigorated here.
I moved my legs and they're not falling asleep now.
Can feel your knees.
I can't. I definitely can't feel my toes. They're gone.
All right, you guys, almost up to 150 viewers. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please feel free to donate. And the links for that are Carissa at biglebox.com for PayPal, and Venmo is biglebox space TV. So it would be much appreciated. And definitely a lot of work goes into this production, so kind of helps everybody out here on this end.
Yeah, we've got graphic designers from Era, doing the graphic design work, and a lot of times all that work they do is free. So with everybody, even if it's $5, just pitching in a little bit for the stream, it helps compensate people doing all the work.
Yep, because you guys know we'd do it regardless, even if it was for free. So I think everybody in this chat room right now just loves pool, because why else would you be watching at 9:37 on a Saturday?
It's not to watch me do aerobics, I know that much.
Oh my God, though. My favorite part is that I'm going to be able to watch this later, and then I can clip that out, and I can save that on my phone.
A little GIF.
And I'll make a GIF out of it. Exactly.
I like it.
Terrible.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? James is, after a nice little bank shot on the one, he's just trying to find his line for this 5-ball.
Well, he's only 4 games back.
Yeah.
He was is it 8 games back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
6, I think. 14-8, so 6
14.
games back at one point.
Okay. Well, it's within striking distance.
Yeah, it is.
And it shows you what kind of player James is, though, because I mean, Chris has missed only, I think, 1 or 2 balls
I know.
in this little section, that James has been clawing his way back. So he's definitely bearing down, and I bet this gets even closer before the end.
I think so.
It's got that feeling, He's got that feeling.
Oh, he bobbled it.
Oh, look at that. Commentator's curse.
Yeah, and I was going to say, it's kind of a tough feeling to fade when you're playing damn near perfect and your opponent's still just right on your heels the whole match,
Right.
You're like, what do I have to do to beat this guy?
Played a set in Reno one time. I never missed a ball. I got beat 11-0. I kicked one time.
Dang.
Got beat by a guy named Dave Piona.
Dave Piona.
Dave
Is he still
Piona.
around? Still playing?
No, he was really good friends with Gary French, one of Gary's really good buddies, and he passed away, I don't know, maybe about 10 years ago. They have a Dave Piona Memorial usually every August. So
Well, he must have been a heck of a player.
he laid it to me that set, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Fun to watch from the wrong side.
Chris kind of, almost threw his cue after he missed that one. Definitely a little frustration, but
Yeah, I bet the effects of the 40 games that we've played, 50 games almost,
yeah.
are starting to take effect.
Yeah, and those are the kind of really crucial shots you got to bear down on, because, if Chris isn't careful, James could catch a gear here, and next thing you know, Chris could be down 4 games, and then it'd be over.
If he was down 4 games, it would be over. Man, our mathematician for the evening, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm here.
Cole Givens.
I'm here all night.
Yeah. You guys are cracking me up.
Oh, man. That's a good shot from James.
Good shot. And he brings it within 3.
Yeah.
He's sneaking back in it.
Feels like a blink of an eye, too. Like, one minute we're talking about how, Chris is getting out from everywhere, and next thing you know, he makes 1, maybe 2 errors, and it's a 3-game difference.
Yeah.
How's it going, bud?
Barry Emerson says, Dave Piranha Piona, great guy, great player. So I guess he was known as the Piranha.
Yeah, I knew him from when I was living in Sac. He would come into the pool room and start barking at the whole room. He was a pretty good money player.
Nice.
He wasn't a pro, but he was a Really, really strong shortstop, but love to gamble.
We've resorted to body percussion.
Wait till I start tapping a tune.
Name that tune. Is that what's happening next?
Name that tune on Stevie's chest.
Oh, I think, yeah. Looks like he's got to look at that one ball off the break, too. 7 ball tried to get in the way. So have we ran out of things to talk about? Is that what's going on?
Well,
I think we're getting more tired than the players. I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, must mean we're in pretty bad shape.
All right, I think we might need some we might need to do some jumping jacks here after this rack.
yeah, we could.
Get up, do a lap.
I
Come
think if Chris goes down another game and gets back to the table, I think he should take a little breather, reset mentally, because it kind of gets to the point where it starts feeling like the guy has the momentum coming back on you.
Well, James is fighting back right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got control of the table. And he's caught up three racks, right? He was down 6.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's caught up 3 racks and control. I mean,
He's got to hit a good shot here though to clear these balls and not crash into the other cars. Get down on that 4 ball. I think you go forward high inside on this.
Yeah, I think so.
No, he went the other way. He went backwards.
And right here would have been good.
Yeah, just overran just a little bit.
It was a tough shot. It was a tough shot though.
I think he's pretty good on this bank. He's been banking pretty well this match, so I'm going to just venture to guess that he goes for it.
Silence.
where's the pin? I can drop it.
3 commentators and we've got total silence.
All right, well, Chris can see this ball, so
So Cole goes right back into it. Good job.
really all he's got to do is just avoid traffic, or he could choose to play safe. Either way.
He was working on this shot day before yesterday. This pretty much exact angle. So he'll take this shot on.
Yeah, good try. A little side-to-side shot from James. Not the love he wanted on that bump.
Yeah, it puts him in a spot where now he's gonna have to come up big.
Wow.
Less traffic on the table. If he ducks, Chris is gonna have a lane. So yeah, he's gonna pocket that. Oh, we try to back cut it, and opens up the table for Mr. Chris.
Yeah, I think Chris really needs to bear down here.
Yeah, if he wants to swing this momentum back his way, he's got to get out here and then have a really strong break.
Came up a little. No, he'll be okay.
Yeah,
He's just gonna pit this with inside and swing 2 rails. I think a little bit of inside English on this call.
Yep, I think so.
Just kind of snap that corner a little bit. Play
Yeah.
back out to the middle.
Come towards the 7. Yep.
Yeah. Put the
I
cue
like
ball.
that.
Oh, he went a different route. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, we might not have seen the angle very good from here, but
Yeah, and I say he just kind of draws this over and takes his lick on the 8.
I think he goes highball.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he goes highball. It's natural. No, he looked like he's teeing low. That was interesting.
I don't know. I don't know if it goes.
Yeah, I thought he should have been on the other side from the angle we've got, but
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it does
no.
barely go.
I
but
think it goes.
I would be having a little bit of a heart situation going on here. Wow.
Well,
how do you hit that, boys and girls?
Wow.
Chris's heart situation is
It's feeling nice.
calm and steady.
Yeah, he hit that really good.
That was one of the best shots of the match right there thus far. Especially with what's on the line here. I mean, to bring it up 4 games rather than being within 2.
Two,
that's
right.
huge.
Right.
So Cole, JD put in the chat room something about Cole Dixon. You saw that comment?
Yeah, so let's hear about it.
Well, me and Cole were playing like $20 one pocket all night long, and when we got done, we're not going to talk about the match, but JD and Daniel Sass went into the restaurant with Cole, and he started playing the shell game.
Yeah,
And they were just happy to be having breakfast with Cole Dixon.
of course.
Well, guess how many dollars Stevie wagered on this shell game?
12.
$0.
Okay.
JD and Daniel both lost to the tune of about $300 each because they got conned by Cole Dixon with him cheating and doing the shell game.
Oh
The first 2 times he did it, he picked it up and they go, "Oh yeah, it's under that one." I just laughed and laughed and laughed. So
That's awesome.
JD got took by the great Cole Dixon at the shell game, but it was quite a morning.
Yeah, I heard he was pretty proficient at those kinds of little, I don't know what you would call them, but
He was working, he was making money.
yeah.
You know, but he was. I've only played. I gambled with him that time, and I played him in the tournament once. But he was very charismatic and he was very funny, and it was playing in one pocket for like 7 hours was an absolute treat. And,
That's awesome.
But it was funny to watch those guys lose all their money too.
Yeah.
But that's a story JD can tell for a long time.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he has the shot in the corner, but
Corner
it's
past the
tight.
9.
Yeah, he could choose to roll this up and hide behind the 7, but I think he's kind of in go mode, so he might pinch this over to the bottom right-hand corner as we're looking.
Yeah, I think he's going to shoot if there's a pocket. There's a safety here, but with him playing as good as he is, I think he's on go mode.
Yeah.
But he could thin that too, just nudge it a little bit and go hide over by that corner and let the 9 be a blocker too, which
Yeah,
would be a good shot in
that
this
is
spot.
a good shot. I like that.
And only because the shape on this is not natural. He's gonna have to let Whitey loose here, or stun it, or spin it, or do something special.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this second look, I think that's what he's thinking is after he sat down to cue it up, he stepped up. I think he's going to duck out here.
But I think the safety's a shot here
Yeah, I think
because
he's shooting your shot, Steve.
it's too tough because he's looking at it too long and trying to force the out.
Well, that I don't think any of us thought that went by the 7 ball there, so
Yeah, I didn't think it had room.
equally difficult shot here.
Yeah, they made that shot look pretty easy.
Yeah, that's that go mode.
Yeah,
That is.
he got through that cue ball real good.
Yep.
He's been doing that this whole set.
Pocket this, come right back up to the center table. Just like that. Oh, he went.
He lost Whitey on that one.
Yeah, he did, and now he's pretty close to his work.
Yeah, I mean, I think he got a little lucky with how it lines.
He's going to hit this one with some speed and stun it. Or is he going to draw out?
He looked like he was going to draw.
Yeah, it looked like he might try to draw this out of there, but boy, either one of them.
I would probably just follow it forward 3 or 4 inches and then just take the shot on the 7.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Into the
3
side,
rails.
huh?
Little light.
They're not getting any easier, are they?
No, they're not. How did he hit it?
Boy, he's striking the ball good.
Don't get jacked up. Doesn't deserve to
No.
on that shot.
So you think he hits this? He likes hitting balls with low. Do you think he hits this with low and snaps across and back over?
I think he's gonna hit this with high left.
Yeah, I think he's going to go high left on this one.
Last time I thought he was supposed to go left, he hit it with low ball.
Yeah, he's thinking opposite of you, so whatever you think, you should do the other. See? Look at that.
A
Okay,
shot.
he went high.
Yeah.
I mean, just how difficult that shot is and how easy he made it look in that position is pretty incredible. I think he can smell the finish line.
Yeah,
You guys think?
now after that last one and, this one, he's within 2 games. That's break and run and a...
Smell the finish line?
Yeah, it's smellable. You didn't know?
What's it smell like?
Well, get
Smells
down
like
on your hands
victory.
and knees and, and let me know.
I've won a couple games, but I never smelled anything different at the end of the match.
Smells like
Or
good
is-
hard cash is what it smells like.
Or is that just a saying?
No, there's
There's an actual smell?
there's bean dip involved, and
And pizza.
pizza now.
so your bean dip is starting to take effect, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm wondering at this point if there were.
You guys want pizza or not?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there's a big one pocket match after this.
yeah.
I think so.
I mean, how many large pizzas are you gonna order?
I probably don't. I won't eat too much, but I'll have a piece or 2.
Don't listen to Cole. He's
Yeah.
strapped to the high chair anyway. All right. He needs another pillow.
I'm going for 2 pillows.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Next time we do this, I'll just set it up. I'll mount that thing to the wall. You can just lay in the bed and commentate right from the bed.
Oh man, that second pillow's nice.
That's what you said about the first pillow.
Yeah, well this is double good. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Back at the ranch,
I
think
say
Chris is playing a little safety here.
safe and
No.
doesn't get it behind the 8 there.
How's his speed on that one?
1, 2,
I think maybe
2 rails back.
I
Stand up
think-
behind the 8.
I think you thin it.
No, he went right behind it. You guys are living in the past. I'm looking over here. And you guys
Oh.
are looking
Oh,
over there.
Stevie's looking at the wrong monitor.
See,
Oops. I hate it when I do that. Josh was doing the same
I
thing.
was. I was all lining it up, and that's what he's gonna do.
Cole's laughing at us because he sees the results before
Yeah.
we're commentating on a delayed screen.
So
Rookies, first day, I tell you.
Happens.
we were so focused on the pillow.
I think this rack is pretty spelled out. What do you guys think?
Well, let's see how
So
many stop shots are
7 to
involved.
the 8 is the only real trouble.
So you play the 1 past.
Oh, maybe the 1 doesn't go past the 5. So
That's what I was thinking. I think does the 1 go past the 5? Yeah, I think it does. He's queuing up for that. So 1 past the 5. You take the 2 in the side, 3 in the opposite side, 5 ball up. Come back to the diamond and a half.
yep.
Yeah, he's on the correct side of the 2 ball.
The transition from the 7 to the 8 here is tough because it's easy to get straight in on the 8 because you tend to want to hit it harder and get down further. But
Well, in the transition from the 7 to the 8, unless you got dead straight and drew back, you have to Z-bank the cue ball if you play the
Exactly.
middle of the table.
yep,
So an option would be to get over on that rail, that side rail, and maybe go forward unless I can't see the screen very well.
yeah, he could do that.
And that way he goes around 3 rails and gets good angle on the 8. Let's see what he chooses.
He's get close to his work. And
He's just going to draw the ball. Yeah, maybe not.
No, I think he plays short side.
Think so?
yeah, as long as he gets near the
Near the-
second diamond, I think he should be okay.
Oh, he's eat it.
Oh, he
Okay.
did see it.
And he got a little bit angle, so he's good. So he had to do the Z like I was talking about.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 shots ago.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some vision.
Yeah, well.
All right.
All right, spin
This
him out.
9 to put Chris on the hill, and it's a little bit touchy with being on the rail, but
Yeah, he should make sure he takes his time here and just settles in. I think he's fine. He's been hitting him good.
yeah, nice shot, Chris.
There we are. And back up to that 6-game
Yeah.
differential that he had.
Well, as we're winding down towards the end of this, I hope everybody has enjoyed sweating these two gentlemen play today. We've seen some good pool, and I just hope everybody liked it.
Hey, Cole, I've got a question.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if somebody really liked the stream, what can they do?
Well, they could potentially donate to the stream.
Well, how
there's
would they
a
do
couple
that?
avenues. PayPal is one. It's Carissa@bigglebox.com. And then I think you might know the other one. What is it?
No, I think it starts with a V and ends
Oh.
with an Enmo.
Okay, I think it's Venmo, right?
Venmo, yeah.
Bigglebox space what?
TV.
Okay, let's say it together.
Bigglebox space TV. That was
Boom.
almost in unison.
I know.
You guys are killing me.
Where's the wah wah wah? Yeah. Yeah. See, there it is. Yeah.
You guys deserve that one.
We did.
We need to program a butts.
All right. Chris has broken, and he does have a very, very thin cut on this one, but I think he's going to opt to play a little 2-rail safety below the 9. What do you think, Steve?
Either the 9 or just floating over and getting underneath that 3 ball.
Okay.
Because that 3 ball's a big blocker. He went for the 9.
Didn't quite get there, though, so maybe the 3 was the better
He ended,
option.
yeah. You see, over by that 3, he had a big spot.
Yeah.
Because he could have got pretty close to it and made a big wall. Well, James wants a 6-pack here. What do you think?
It's been done many times in pool, so you can never count anybody out from here.
So, what's the most racks you've had somebody string on you, Cole?
Trying to think. I think about 5, maybe.
Wow.
It's probably the most, but yeah, never had any 11s or 10s. Luckily, thus far.
Yeah, I've had 8 once a guy put on me.
Man,
Danny Medina put a 6-pack on me. Rodney put a 6-pack on me. Roger Griffiths twice.
man.
Who was the other one? Rodney Griffiths. Mike Davis. Mike Davis did it at Derby City one year. I had like an 8-3 lead, and he puts a 6-pack on me to win the set. Just
Wow.
run 6.
Wow. I haven't had any long racks in a tournament, but I was practicing with Cliff Maxon at the at Chinook Wins 9-ball, and guy pulls his cues out. He just got there, pulled his cues out, ran a 5-pack.
Wow.
It was great.
Well, you guys, 3 balls remain, and I think
Somebody's
I
singing here.
I can safely say they're probably not going to flip the coin again tonight. What do you think, Steve?
I didn't know there was a third option coin flip.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, so I think we're done for the night. And Josh is going to play some 1 pocket.
Yeah, that's what I hear. With some pizza.
And pizza's on the way.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Chris is going to take it down, so great job, Chris. Great job to James for showing up and showing a ton of heart.
yeah, driving all the way down from hour north of Seattle. So that's about a 4-hour drive or so. Thank you to James. Thank you to both Cole, Steve, and Carissa. This has been, as always, a lot of fun. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We've got those contributions set up. If you
How about an interview with Chris?
interview with
I
Chris,
think we should.
yeah.
So have Chris come in and we can put him on
Yeah,
Cole's
we can put 'em
headset.
on mine.
All right.
Josh,
Thank you guys
can
so
interview
much.
him,
All
and
right.
I will hook up my camera and video it also.
All right. I think we can do that. For the time being, you guys are just going to have to listen to me. Uh, we're getting Chris over here, and we're going to see what he was able to tap into to take this one down tonight. There he is. Shirt still tucked in after 6 hours of pool. And you're putting that thing on your head and letting me make a couple silly jokes.
What's up, guys?
How's it going, man? Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Well, I mean, that was a pretty tough match. That second set. Tell us a little bit about what was going through your mind.
Well, I was feeling more comfortable in the beginning of the second set, and then there's a few times where I just lacked a little bit of focus and dogged some easy shots, and he was starting to come back on me, but I just kind of tried to forget about it as much as possible and just keep going. So.
Yeah, we did really well. We noticed at the beginning of that set that you really started hitting the balls clean.
Yeah.
And you felt really comfortable. You looked like you felt really comfortable. Was there, during the break, was there a difference? Was there something what was going through your mind?
I think I was a few times not trusting myself on my alignment when I was getting down the ball, and that's when I missed the balls by a mile, as I didn't trust the way I got down on it, so I ended up adjusting slightly while I was down the shot, and that just totally screwed me up. But as soon as I started trusting it, it got better. I was starting to make them.
If
So
you're gonna interview him, then you need to turn off the audio for that camera because it's echoing. It sounds horrible.
Oh, well, apparently it sounds horrible, so I'll fix it.
Mixer, yeah.
And that's Steve's phone, and we're just going to go ahead and turn that off. There we go.
Carry on, Garth.
Party on, Wayne. All right. Oh, pizza's on its way. See, now I'm a happy guy. So something that had come up a couple times was that better players like yourself and James, what makes you guys really good is that when you notice that you're having an error in some form or fashion, if you're cutting a ball, or if you're overcutting it or undercutting it, one thing that we noticed in the second set is that you were kind of trying to find your spot on the break of where you wanted your cue ball. We noticed one side one break you were off to the right, one break you were off to the left. So how are you making those minor adjustments on that break?
So I just try and figure out exactly what went wrong and what caused me to make it go to the right or the left with that error. So basically, anytime that happens, it's just not striking the cue ball in the exact center the way I want it to, because just a little bit off center and it's going to deflect, and then I'm off alignment. So I just focus on hammering that center just a tip below and just try and get a little bit of a hop so I can pop it up and squat it in the center.
Yeah, and how are you like when you're actually doing the break shot? When you're rearing back, are you staring through the cue ball? Are you staring at the head ball? Like what are you focusing on?
So with the break, it's a little different than regular shooting, but with the break, it's all timing, and it's a certain sequence to make everything happen the way it does. And as far as the eyes goes, what you're asking, I kind of look at the object.
Great watching you and James kind of duke it out, and there was some great jump shots both ways. And was there any specific shot that you felt just really comfortable with shooting tonight?
Some of the banks, I think I made a few crucial banks that I was comfortable with, and usually I'm pretty good at getting out of those situations. So if I feel like I can make it, I'll shoot it, even if it's not the right shot always, just because I'm
just feeling so comfortable. You're in that zone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then once I started trusting the alignment more, then that was, a big turning point.
Yeah, and you can definitely tell, like, when you were watching the match that all of a sudden it was probably 3 or 4 games into that second set that you just started really putting balls in the center of pockets. You got that confidence. So it was good to watch and good to see, and it was a tough match. I mean,
Yeah, no, James is a good player, a really good player, and he caught me off guard quite a few times at how well and straight he shoots. I mean, he was just making shots. I was like, wow, I,
yeah.
I just didn't even know what to say. It was like, oh, you deserve the game, if you're making shots like that. He shoots really straight, and he had a couple silly errors just like I did, and I think really the reason I won that match is just because of the break. He ran out almost every opportunity that he had that he was supposed to run out, and I failed on that part a few times. I didn't get out when I was supposed to get out, so I think the break is what recovered that or those errors for me. So
yeah, well, I guess the last question or observation really that I had was we noticed that 3 games, but then you turned it back to 6. So
right.
How do you mentally hold yourself and get those extra games onto the?
So obviously, you guys saw I was definitely aware that was happening, and it did get into my head a little bit that I had made a few mistakes, and that cost me like 3 or 4 games for him to come back to get within 2 or 3 games of me when I was ahead 6. So obviously, that's a huge momentum swing, but I think that's all mental from there, and I knew I was playing good, so I just had to change my mentality a little bit, and something that Steve always tells me, or he gave me the idea of this mentality, is just to light a fire in my belly and just, want to go into kill mode from there, just like screw playing bad, screw missing all these balls, like I'm done with this shit. I'm just going to, run out.
Yeah.
So that's really just what I told myself.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, like I said, you obviously took that mantra to heart because you definitely showed it on the table. So again, congratulations! That was a great win.
Thank you.
2 sets in a row against a really, really tough player. So
yeah, he's
you shot
tough.
well. Yeah. Thanks for playing.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Right.
Thanks for hosting. We really appreciate it.
Anytime.
You're the man.
Other than that, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. Again, please make sure to like the Biggle Box stream on YouTube, like the Biggle Box page, share this. If you'd like to contribute to the stream, you can do so at PayPal. That's Carissa at BiggleBox.com, and we also have a Venmo account set up. That is BiggleBox space TV. Thank you guys very much. I guess I'm just going to sign this off like I sign it off all the other times. So It's time for me to quit talking.
And I just want to say,
cut me off.
I gotta put in something real quick. I just want to thank Cole and you and Steve and Carissa or whoever was in here commentating and for the support and all that. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for streaming. That's awesome. You guys, Steve and Carissa, always do a good job. So throw some shout outs to them, and I'll cut it off now.
All right. All right, guys. You have a great night, and we'll see you soon, hopefully for another match like this. Later, y'all.